Hey guys, good evening. Hey, what you fam? Good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How is everybody doing? I hope we are well, Leo. Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I throw away salute. Happy New Month! Today is 1st of July, 2025. My people like joke. 2025, don't they go again, no? 2025 don't they run they go again, no? Hey, before you know now, December don't reach, oh. Before you know, we they talk happy new year again, no? Sure. Now wow. When I just happen and sit, I just like as soon as they come in, sha. Now only 12 people don't like. When I just like as soon as they come in, just give us a like. Make I not say when they film me. When they film me, when they like. I mean, a pigeon want to do the show today. Mo use worry pigeon take one. Okay, Mona, let me know for comment section. If not, I want me to run now with pigeon, with worry pigeon. Adeo, I full grant for now. Anyone wanna choose? Let's not be everybody they hear Nigerian pigeon. Now be the problem so. But pigeon be the sweet oh, lie. Pigeon the sweet to run things well. Happy New Month, Obodo fam. I'm so happy that you guys can join me. Welcome to the podcast tonight. How are you, Ray? I hope you are well. We thank God for the gift of life. We don't enter new month again, no. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ìdásí, ẹ̀mí, ayọ̀, àlàáfíà, à ń rí jẹ, à ń rí mu, à ń yan fanda. We thank the Lord. It is not everybody that started this year that is here today, but it is just by the grace of God. We are not better off than them. We are not more righteous, but it's the grace of God that is keeping us. Atlas Auntie, I can see you. Tola, báwo ni? Ṣé dáadáa ni? Olórúkọ mom sí mi. Small but mighty. Káàbọ̀. How is everybody? Welcome. So tonight we want to talk about this matter. This Stella Damasus and her ex-husband, her situation and their situation. So we talked quite a bit about this when it happened. That time when the matter become when water come pass Gary that time, we be talking because me personally the thing pain me well. Yeah. And the reason why the thing pain me, make I change this thing because Mr. Mogaji don't finish. The reason why the matter pain me that time be say we all know how Daniel T married Stella. Yeah. Stella Damasus was an actress for Nollywood back in the day. And Daniel, I think they say is a producer, but according to what I call the here now, say I don't know. Somebody they say whether I don't see any movie where they don't produce. Now say not true. I know true don't see any movie. I beg when I don't see any movie where you don't produce or direct. Because me, I be not see any movie. I just know say they say be director. Anyway. So that year back, him be married Doris Simon. Fine, very fine, nice Delta girl like that too. But she dey speak Yoruba well. They do Yoruba films. Now wetin una dey call am for TikTok be that yam pepper scatter. The matter come turn to yam pepper. Their love be sweet that time when it start new love they always sweet. I wish the things fit dey remain like that. New love can sweet, go dey shock you like who drink ogogoro. You go just your heart go dey make boom. But if you don't see the person, be like say you know if chop, you know if sleep. When I go there for talk, love this sweet. Then small time, Sansan go come enter. You know go come sweet like that again. How many of you know what I'm talking about? You don't experience that kind of love where they sweet, when you go be like, say, hey, this love will kill me, I die. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Mhm. As hello to now, welcome everybody to the month of July. It shall be a month of prosperity, good health for us. Whatever we lay our hands to do prospers this month in Jesus' name. All our goals, our dreams, and our aspirations from January as we go on into the year. May heaven help us to tick them off our to-do list. And we'll start marking them. We've done this, we've done this, we've done this. It's not by power, not by mind, but it's by the grace and mercy of God. That's my prayer for every single one of you. Whatever you're trusting God for 2025 that hasn't happened yet, just hold on to God, believe, and it will come to pass in no distant time. Ní orúkọ Jésù, God is going to bring it to come to pass, and it will end in joy. It will end in joy. There is nothing that is too hard for him to do. He's the omnipotent, the omniscient, the omnipresent. He knows the end of the matter from the beginning. The Bible says that he knew us while we were in our mother's womb. He formed us. So he already knows the end of everything that's going to happen in our lives before we were formed. So that should give you some assurance not to be anxious about anything, because it's all in his hands. Don't let me preach tonight. I'm not here to preach tonight, but I like to encourage you guys from time to time. I think I have that gift of, encouragement. To encourage people not to lose hope, not to give up, and to just hold on to God, because I have tasted and I can tell you with evidence, the Lord is good and his mercies endures forever. He's a good God. He's a merciful God. If it's according to how the world wants it for us, we will not be here today. But God is the one that has the final say concerning everything about our lives. So I want to just encourage as many of you that are here now. I have 169 people already. Don't give up. Do not give up. Don't give up. Hold on. Just hold on. It's coming. It's coming. When the time that is being appointed for it to come to pass comes, it will come to pass. Yeah, the Bible says that 1,000, days in the eyes of the Lord is just like one day. It's like a second. So, ojú èèyàn ló ti máa ń pẹ́, but in the eyes of God, kò kí ń pẹ́. He makes all things beautiful in his time. Chinye, how are you? Chinye, say, preach, oh, preach. Don't worry. He's got you. He's got me. He's got all of us in his hands. In the palm of his hands, he's got us. And we are going to be all right. We will continue to be all right. Ní orúkọ Jésù. Thank you, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. We are here to talk about Stella. Stella came out a while ago after they finished doing their love in Tokyo that she and Daniel got married under very controversial circumstances, because she was accused of marrying Daniel while he was still with Doris. That one no pay me, because people can choose to be with who they don't want to be with. That one no even pay me. Walai, I was not pained. Yeah, Daniel fell out of love because he saw a fine girl. Doris is a fine girl too. But he saw another one that, tickled his fancy. So he ran off and got together with her. They got married. The one when paying me for this whole narrative was taking the only child that Doris Simon has. That one is unforgivable. You can't take a woman's child. No, you can't. No, you cannot. Because you see us women, so if we use this our body, collect anything, whatever it is, women who use their mothers who use their body collect, and because of their children. So PK was asking a question. No, not PK. It was Dr. Olumide that was asking a question in one of the podcasts I was watching. He said, he was asking women, he said, why is it that you, when we marry, you say I love you, I love you, I love you. Then when you have children, you now love the children more than us, your husbands. He said, he's not judging, he wants to understand. Why do women love their children more than their spouse? Now I can't laugh for my belly. See, it's not something you can explain. I don't think anybody can actually explain it, because carrying a baby, eh, the relationship and the thing that happens in pregnancy is just something you cannot explain to somebody. A man will not understand it. So it's so easy for me to understand why, because he was making the case that women always love their children unconditionally, but if their husband do small thing, they will flare up and they will start being very mean. Yeah, no, kò lè yé wọn, kò lè yé wọn. You can't understand why women feel that way about their children. He said, even if your child is still, you will protect him. If you give girl belle, you go still forgive her, you go protect her. Women will do anything for their children. But that same unconditional love, that why don't we give it to our husband as well? Yeah, we should give it to our spouses. That's the case he was making. So I'm saying that to tell you that the relationship between a child and their mother, and a mother and a child, is something that only God can explain. You all know you have mothers, so except you have a bad mother. Even men, they are even closer to their mothers. It's deep. So uprooting a child at a very tender age from the mother's arms, because you can. Karma, eh? When I dey tell people about karma, they go some people say they doubt whether karma is real or not. They doubt. Hey, yeah. Again, I refer you to Dr. Shola. Go to Dr. Shola's page on Instagram and go and read stories of how karma is dealing with some people, family members. People are sharing their testimonies of what family members did to them and how karma is handling them. If you didn't believe it is real, I don't know whether you don't believe the name, but whatever it is, whatever we sow, we reap. But it they catch. Everybody they collect for karma. Oh. You go collect. So because it's Nigeria, in Nigeria, typically children belong to their dad. That's why some women will never leave even abusive marriages, because if they leave, they will not have access. Let me not go too far. Remember FFK and his three sons that beautiful, precious Snow White had for him. Remember the tug of war? He took the three children away from her, and did not give her access. It's even now that they are co-parenting now. Nigeria is a patriarchy society. The laws usually favor the men. Women, for a long time, women did not have a voice. And even now, legally, the laws favor men. Yeah, 4 sons. Thank you. 4 sons. So taking a child away from their mom is something that I, in my opinion, think is really, really cruel. But Daniel did it because he was in Nigeria. He could do it. Now, let me give you another example of what happens in Nigeria. If you want to go and take your child to travel in Nigeria, you want to do passport, you need the father's consent. If you do visa, you need the father's consent for you to be able to take the child out of the country. But if it's the father, they don't need the mother's consent to take the child abroad. Can you see patriarchy in action? Let me give you another example of what happens in Nigeria. When a Nigerian man marries a foreign woman, you see all those foreign women that they usually marry, including the ones that are EDD, that are in wheelchair and everything. Once you are married in Nigeria, automatically that foreign wife becomes a Nigerian citizen. But if a Nigerian woman marries a foreign man who is not a national of Nigeria from any part of the world, you don't become a citizen until I don't know how many years. It's not a straightforward process. It's a very long process. These are all the ways that institutionally women are marginalized in Nigeria. They use the law, culture, tradition, religion, everything to subjugate women. So when we are talking of equality, it's not a joke. We know what our forebearers, our aunties, our mothers and grandmothers, what the eye don't see. The eyes see. If they were able to document everything they went through, the eyes see, they see something. Women of this generation, we serve they enjoy now, because we serve now we serve even as well if to live in the diaspora. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up as you are joining. Welcome. I'm painting the picture and giving you like a historical background so that you understand how Daniel was able to achieve this thing. We'll soon come to his what do they call, what do you want, they call him for America? Misdemeanor. We'll soon come to that one just now. Mhm. Yeah, Tola, you know the migration one, ba? Yeah. 15 years before you go get the foreign wife, foreign husband, go get passport. Why? Why? Hmm. Anyway, so Daniel was able to take the child. When he got married to Stella, it was very, very, controversial. I don't know whether social media was really like, I think there was only Facebook back in the day. And it wasn't really popular in Nigeria at that time because we had mobile phone, but I don't think there was like videos or anything like that. It was just calls mainly. Mhm. Uh-huh. Uche said for Malaysia visa, you need NDLEA approval. For NDLE to approve, they need your husband to approve your trip. Shongbo. In 2025, can you see Nigerian laws? How oppressive they are to women. Mhm. So, the media was not, yeah, social media was not a thing then. Otherwise, therefore, roast them. They would have roasted them, honestly. But there was still a lot of heat from the soft sell magazines and all that, because all of them are public figures. Doris was popular, Stella was popular, Daniel, not so popular, but you know. Anyway, they ran away to America, settled in America, started doing couples goals, doing videos on YouTube here, trying to do movies, but of course it doesn't work. Lagos is the headquarters of Nollywood. If you leave Nigeria, I've not seen any country where they successfully, you successfully done Nollywood that you say, okay, you are making money. Lagos is where Nollywood and everything that has to do with Nigerian film, that's where it is. There are other parts of Nigeria like, Asaba, and other eastern parts, and, the Yoruba speaking part where they do the Yoruba movies like Abeokuta, Ibadan, and things like that. But Lagos is the headquarters. Anyway, so guys, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, please. So, my people, they went to America and tried their luck. The thing didn't work. The worst part of it was that Stella had two daughters. I think they were teenagers by the time they got married. And of course, Daniel only had that child with Doris that he snatched away from me, from the poor woman. I was just with someone on DM, and we're exchanging some conversations yesterday, and the person said Daniel is getting exactly what he deserves. They're taking a child away from the mother to go and live, because now the child is the center of why he said he left this marriage. I will go and read. I will read it to you in a minute. Mhm. That same child that he denied the mother the opportunity to raise and nurture. He went and started doing blended family with Stella and her two daughters in America. But of course, and this kind of thing, when you get into a marriage or a relationship like this that is controversial, where people feel like somebody was being cheated and it's done in a very public way, you will be humiliated. You don't want to leave. Because if you leave, you'll be worried about what will people say. They will drag me if I leave. So Daniel now cannot leave. Even though he said that he was still shaking in the marriage, he had to stay. So yeah. Stella came out and told us, babe, it was on YouTube that she found out that she was being divorced. That she found out on YouTube that Daniel was divorcing her. That was last year or thereabouts. Mhm. So that one passed. He didn't say anything. To be fair, Daniel has not said a word in all this. He's not said a single word since all this matter started. Okay? He's only speaking out for the very first time now. And this is what he had to say. Let me read it for you guys quickly. He said, I don't usually dignify nonsense with a response, but when silence gets mistaken for ignorance or guilt, it's only fair to offer a quick 5 minutes reality check. Today is your lucky day. Talking to the ex-wife. Oh. Mhm. Actor Daniel Adomonica calls out his ex-wife, Stella Damasus, for claiming she found out about their divorce online. I wonder why he's talking now. Because Stella said this thing back in 2020 or thereabout. I don't know. They've been separated since 2020. This is 2025. I don't know why he's just speaking now. So they got separated in 2020, according to Stella. She found out about their divorce online. Mhm. These are all the screenshots that he shared. Mhm. He said, "Dear Queen Mother," that's referring to Stella now, his ex-wife, "since 5 years since the separation, 3 years the divorce." Let me stop there. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 years separation, 3 years divorce. It would be interesting for you to know that Daniel is remarried already, is already married to another wife. He's on his third marriage. When ní ṣáṣẹ́ pè fún bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ni. Oh my God. Did they curse him with marriage? I'm like, the ink on the second marriage has not even dried. You are married again. What, Uncle Kilode? So, like Frank Idoho, how many of you saw that interview where Frank Idoho, that guy that used to do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, was talking about, oh, maybe marriage is not for me after his second divorce. Yeah, some people should not, they don't no, marriage is not for you. Don't stop marrying. You just stop it. Stop. Number one, it didn't work. You say it's the woman. Number two, it didn't work. It's the woman. Now you jump to number three again. Daniel, really? Really? Okay. Anyway, so he said, um, 3 years since the divorce, still you just can't let go. I said nothing. I've said nothing. I've seen nothing. I've done nothing since 2020, but somehow I'm still living rent free in your narrative. Let's be clear. Silence is not guilt. Distance is not weakness, but lies, especially ones that have receipts for, that's a different story. And he went on to say, I've watched you twist facts with confidence, assuming no one is paying attention. But now that we've mistaken grace for guilt, I will ask you to choose your next story wisely because I came with footnotes. Queen Mother, let's not rewrite history because the internet has a short attention span. You claimed in that little interview with your echo chamber that you found out about the divorce on YouTube. Lie. You claimed I sent you the divorce papers that you were not aware of. Another lie. Quick reality check. Who filed for divorce? That's a question. Who filed for divorce? Yeah, so he attached letters here. Emails where Stella wrote to him back in 2021 saying that she was going to file for divorce and asking for an address. I'll read them in a minute. Do you realize it's public record, right? But don't worry, I'll post the receipt, a little reminder, just in case selective memory is setting in. Yeah. Then he posted emails. This email is from July 29, 2021, Thursday. And it says, Dear Daniel, I hope this email meets you well. I am writing to you today because I have decided to move forward with the divorce process. Based on the recent event, it is evident that there is no hope that this marriage will work anymore. In September of 2022, when you decided to leave our home, you separate our family and then called me to say that you were not coming back, it became clear that our marriage was over. As mature adults, I believe the next step will be to have a civil and painless divorce process and go and separate ways so that we both can move on without dragging our families into it. So I kindly request that you send me a physical address for the papers to be delivered directly to you. If you are not comfortable sending me your address, you can write it to the lawyer, Barrister NS something, and she put the email address and say, thank you, I await your positive response, Stella Damasus. He didn't respond. I'm thinking he didn't respond because there's another email following that. And it's the title of the email is very, very urgent. Dear Daniel, I am not sure if you received my previous email included in the thread below. So I have decided to send a follow-up email. As stated in the previous email, I have decided to move forward with the divorce process for reasons stated in said email. I kindly request that you send me a physical address for the papers to be delivered directly to you. If you are not comfortable sending me your address, can you please send it to my lawyer, Barrister Ernest, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. I'll wait your positive response. So that's two emails that Stella sent to Daniel back in 2021 asking for address so she can file for divorce. So with this evidence, Daniel was able to prove that it was not him that filed for divorce. Rather, it was Stella that filed for divorce. Okay. Because Stella said she did not know. She said she didn't know it was on YouTube. She found out. So that's obviously very, very untrue. It's a lie. Because she wrote to him, asked for his address twice, and I'm sure he must have sent it. That's why, the divorce went forward. So let me finish reading it. He said, yes, I moved out, not out of drama, but out of self-preservation, for my sanity and for my son's safety. I will unpack the full extent of what I won't unpack the full extent of what he endured, but let's just say when a child needs makeup to hide a scar before school, the damage runs deeper than the skin. He's alive, he remembers, and so do I. This is where the cocoa is. Guys, this is what I was referring to. He's not saying that he left the marriage not out of drama, but because of his wanted to preserve himself and his son, the safety of his son, the same son that you took away from his own biological mother. So you felt like your new wife is a better mother. You see why he can never have sympathy? He can't have any sympathy. He can't have any sympathy. Alone. The same son you took away, ripped him out of his mother's hands because you could do that. You had the powers to do it. Now you are saying that he's not safe with Stella. What did you expect? That your blended family is so sweet that you will bring your son and she will bring her daughters and you people will live happily ever after. Ole nie, ole. You are a thief. Now you are using your son that your son was manhandled, was wearing makeup. Using makeup to cover bruises. Why did you take him away from his mother in his first place? If it's not wickedness. Did the mother complain? You did it because you could. You had American visa and you did it. Do you know the most painful part of this situation, guys? The boy's mother had to give up a very good career. She was a thriving actress. All the people she left behind in Nigeria, they know what they've achieved in their acting careers. And she's been in that industry since Nollywood started. She had to drop everything to move to America just to be close to her son. That's her only child till today, as far as I know. She left Nollywood, left acting, went to America and started doing something else. I think I saw an interview where she said she was braiding hair. Daniel. Now wow, you get mind though. The boy was only 3 years old from what I'm hearing now. Chinye, 3 years old. You gave your child to your new wife when the mother is alive. And now you are complaining he's using makeup to cover scar. I'm not saying that if Stella actually did it is right. If he was actually, physically abusing that child, then definitely that's a no-no. That's definitely a no-no. But I mean, what were you thinking? He went on to say, you screamed at me. You screamed at me boldly. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here. Okay, so you see, they ran away. I told you they ran away. I don't want to be here. American are your mates. Obodoyibo is for people who are struggling, no? Or people who have other reasons to come abroad, though, to come and hustle. It's not for people that are already settled in Nigeria and doing very well, celebrities. Before you see a celebrity that leaves, there are other reasons. It's not because they are trying to come and make money. Maybe for health reason, or their family is here, they are trying to be closer to their family, or something else. So Stella said she didn't want to be there. Oh. She didn't want to be in America. He went on to say, I bet what's left for a man to do when his own home starts sounding like a hostage situation? You knew I was leaving. You knew I wasn't coming back. I packed my son, my peace, and my entire life and walked out of the front door in broad daylight. You watched me leave that Sunday morning. Wale and Linda are still alive and well in Dallas. We all had these conversations. You know what you did, and more importantly, you know the truth. I don't want to be there. She screamed at me. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here. And then he ended the long essay by saying, let me say this clearly. Now, the beginning of fight, person they know, nobody they know how it go end. Let me be, just I have left you in peace. I've chosen a more private life now, so don't drag me into your soap opera. You've had your 5 minutes from me, over and out. Signed, Daniel. So that is the what he said though. After the marriage of I love you, I love you, I love you, I can't live without you. We are doing blended family, me and you forever. After everything went south, now Stella is saying, I don't want to be here. He's saying that, he didn't feel safe in the home and everything. So is this a question of men speaking out? Or this is a question of somebody that may have miscalculated and the thing didn't quite play out the way he planned it? What are your thoughts about this? What do you guys think? I really want to hear what you guys feel about this. Because now Daniel is speaking. Yeah, since 2020, he's speaking now for the first time. What do you think? Yeah, is this a question of a man finally speaking his truth? Or we say men don't talk, men need to share their own pain. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. And it's not to say that because of what he did to his ex-wife and he and Stella, they did Doris dirty. Everybody knows. You should go and see the comments. Both Instagram and Instablog and Linda Keji. If you check the comment section, everybody's like, God of Doris Diamond, God of Doris. You know all those trolls. Share. Oh my God. Only baby say he's not telling the truth. Is this karma or is him speaking out? Nora said, I feel Stella just used Daniel to stand as a father figure for her kids. Now the daughters are grown up. She discharged him. But he was the one that left her. He left her. She's not the one that left him. And this is her third marriage. And Daniel too is on his third marriage. Now, since they fit each other well. They are serial marriers. You see, Jen Speak said he's not an honest man. Yeah, I mean, for what he did to Doris, I don't know if I can muster any kind of empathy for him. I don't know if I can. Because he did Doris so bad, he treated her so bad. I mean, it's okay for you to move on, but leave the child with the mother. Leave the child. Let the boy grow up with the mother. He was still a baby. You go and marry and have your own children. And you see, as God has it now. I don't think he even has any other child since then. See, guys, before you take any decision, think about it clearly, because sometimes a singular decision that you take in a moment of passion, it can have serious consequences for your life. PK said, never make a permanent life decisions over a momentary feeling. Love is something that is momentary like this, though, especially this kind hot love. Over time, it waters down. And if you don't have real things that keep you together, everybody will just find a way. Gravitas say after the Bonnie and Clyde relationship hit the rock, they are now coming online to settle scores. Alabos ni àwọn méjèèjì. Àbí o? I agree. Mom of Five said it's been alleged by Stella that the third wife was also showing him shaggy. Again, kò jẹ́ rí bẹ́ẹ̀. He will not dare to leave that one again. If Daniel should leave that one again, we'll go and we'll find something to create and put him there, so that all the women in this world will not have access to him anymore. Because Linda said he thought the grass was greener on the other side. No, he thought he was in love. I love him. I love him. I love him. Nigerian men like their children. They love children. They couldn't. He and Stella didn't have more children. I don't know what happened. Maybe they couldn't, or maybe Stella didn't want more children. I don't know why. So that can be a pressure on them as well if they wanted to have a child together. Diaspora Diva said, but the woman that married Daniel again, is it desperation for Bola Awards? Because how do you marry someone with so much baggage and dirty past? It's like you don't know our agenda. Even if you leave this one, you will still find another one. It's not our agenda. We don't discriminate. We don't used to discriminate. Forget about it. A man can always find a woman, irrespective of his history, his past, and everything, especially if he has some privileges like American green card or passport or whatever. Yeah, it's women that suffer. Honey babe, I'm coming to you in a minute. Please use the link in the comment section and jump in the studio if you need to say something. We're not going to be long here. Just a quick thing. Okres TV said the man is a narcissist and trying to smear Stella. Let him be clear. Please, let's be clear. I know Stella may not be perfect. God help her. Well, it's possible. You never know with these things. You never know. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Is it now? Did he become a narcissist now? Was it not a narcissist the time they were doing all that love in Tokyo and running away? Oh my God. You unmute yourself, please. I beg, I don't feel love. You don't turn narcissist now. Abby? Okay. Oh, all right. Unmute yourself, dear. Welcome. What do you have to say?
Yeah, good evening, Auntie B. Can you hear me?
Yes, my dear, I can. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, when I saw that, wasn't it on Sunday when Daniel made that post? I had a good laugh. And then I made another funny post on IG about it. Just trying to give people a recap of what's going on. Now, Stella married our, her husband at the time, Abodere, 1999. The marriage didn't really last because Abodere, he died. Jay died. He died. So she became widow quite early. She was only in her 20s because she got married at 21. So she was only in her 20s. The marriage was about 4 years or so, or 5 years. Jay died. And then shortly after, she married Emeka Nzeribe in 2007. And the marriage... Yeah. Emeka Nzeribe, yeah. So the marriage only lasted for about 7 months. He packed up. And, people were thinking, Stella needs to rest before she then moved to US. And then before we knew, herself and Daniel started fraternizing with each other, even though Daniel was married at the time. So it was a big issue when Daniel picked up that little boy and then traveled without any notice to the mother. Just took him away and then went and, started living with Stella, and then they got married and they were trying to pepper people on social media. Of course, people weren't happy. Because how dare you do that to a woman, a mother, take her child and then go and give it to another woman? So people weren't happy. I wasn't even impressed with Stella herself. Like, how do you allow somebody to bring another person's child to you? Even if you want to be with a man, tell him to leave the child with the mother. Because you're a mother yourself. You allowed all of you started living together. And then this interview he's even talking about, this Daniel, this thing he's talking about happened in 2023. that was when Stella had that interview with Teju Babyface. And Stella said she heard about her, the demise of her marriage on YouTube and all of that.
YouTube.
So with you, this was how I understood it. So I didn't really see what Stella said as a lie. I read it from a perspective of, okay, Daniel is in the habit of leaving his women hanging without ending things officially, because that was what he did to his first wife. So Stella saw it that this has happened to me, because he packed up from the email that we read, you just read out now. He left the house in 2020 September. He said he wasn't coming back. So she thought, she has ended marriage before now. She has ended marriage with Emeka. She said, oh no, I can't be hanging here and be waiting for you. So she did the needful by trying to file the divorce. Yeah. So I'm thinking in my head, what possibly happened when she made that statement? Yeah, go on.
So what I was going to say is that, you are right in the way you analyze it. But why did Stella say that she found out about her divorce on YouTube when she was the one that said for divorce?
She didn't say divorce. She said, I found out that my marriage ended. So she didn't really say divorce. That is what I want people to understand. She didn't use that word divorce. So how I understood it was because people were already making noise on social media after Daniel moved. Don't forget that Daniel is already married to Top in Houston. He moved out shortly after he got married. He's married to somebody else. So there was already news filtering out that Daniel is no longer with Stella. So with all that, I'm sure that was where the rumor started, the rumor mill started. And I'm thinking that was why she said she heard that her marriage ended on social media. So she didn't say, so that's the angle I'm looking at it from. Even though both of them are just two bunch of, let me not call them names, but they belong with each other. So when somebody wrote there, oh, he's a narcissist, even Stella is. Both of them are looking at it that way.
It's nice. Yeah. Women would like to use that word when it's two thoughts. Is a narcissist.
Yeah. When I see two people that are messed up, dealing with each other, I don't feel sorry for them. Because how dare you allow another man to take somebody's child? And then you're busy. And then in that interview, what really icked me about the interview she had with Teju Babyface at the time was the fact that she was saying, that people are saying he's not friends with Doris, that they are kind of like cool with each other because of, everything that they had to do was in the interest of the child and all that. They had to talk about, maybe if the child is going somewhere, what he's going to wear or whatever. So she made it look like they were good. Yes, which really annoyed me because what the heck? What do you mean?
It's so sad that the ex-husband is now accusing her of beating up and using makeup to cover.
That's the thing, which again, I don't believe anything that comes from Daniel's mouth. Because Daniel, why did you have to wait since 2023? And then came on Sunday morning that we're all resting to start talking about, as if the interview just happened. This interview happened so many years ago. He just wants attention to himself again. Are you not happy with that in your marriage?
No, I think there's something that somebody just shared something with me on Instagram. Let me show you. So apparently Stella is still talking. She's still talking. Yeah.
With who?
Yeah, she posted something. I don't know where she posted it, but the blog is reposting it. So let me share it so that you will see. That mom of five, thank you very much for sharing this with me. She was the one that actually shared it with me now and said, I think this is the post that Daniel was referring to. So is in a all these online things. Okay, let's see. Hang on, this is it. So I'm taking it from Willow's Gloria Lucy. I don't know what that is. If it's
I was still wondering that the world chose to misunderstand me.
Let me read it. He said,
but this is not Stella. This is not Stella's post.
They quoted Stella. I don't know whether this
but
is.
So where is Stella? Have you gone to Stella's page? You see these people, yeah? Did you see it on Stella's page?
I have. I'm not seeing it on Stella's page.
Exactly. So people on social media know how to concoct things. So they put their quotes like somebody said something, but you'll never find it anywhere. You'll never find where the person said it. Yeah. Because I said, Stella has not made any statements about Daniel since that her interview with Teju Babyface. The woman has moved on. Last year that she came to Nigeria and paid all the lectures that her husband left herself and her kids. She's living life. You
Yeah, he
know,
definitely saw something for him to react now.
he didn't. I know people like Daniel. He just wants that attention. The way people are now putting his name everywhere now, that's why Daniel should go and sit down. Stella did not say it. He just woke up and felt, oh, I need attention, I need attention, I need attention. What do I? Oh, Stella said something in 2023. Okay, let me say it. He
You
should
think
go and sit
so?
down. Stella did not say it.
Are you sure? You think he just woke up now from his
He
slumber?
woke up now and started doing it. People like him, they're
Oh
like that.
no!
They like attention
Somebody,
all the time.
no. Somebody is there saying that they saw it. The mom of five said that she saw it briefly and then she deleted it from her page. So
On
yeah,
Stella's page.
yes. Somebody is confirming. I don't know.
And
Why
to
do you
me,
trust Stella? You can't trust Stella. Come on now.
I don't trust Stella. I also do not trust Daniel. That's why I'm telling you that Daniel did not, unless somebody brings me evidence to say this is because you remember his reference was to the interview that she said about seeing the.
No,
He didn't make any
no.
reference to any of this.
Hold
He
on,
was
hold on,
saying,
Daniel.
he said something about knowing that the marriage ended, forgetting that I have evidence, and the evidence was the email. That was all he
No,
had.
no, I don't think because you know why I believe that she said it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe because when she said it years ago, Daniel, he's not said anything since the divorce, since they moved on to go and marry another woman. He's been quiet. He's not said anything. Why would he just wake up all of a sudden now if Stella did not say something and start talking and start
Because
posting?
he's a crazy man.
No, 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 no. It's not
He's a
logical. Come
crazy
on
man.
now.
And then,
No.
okay, why also don't believe him? He's talking about how, she was ABUSI. I don't know how to, I'm trying not to say the word, the little child, how the child had to wear makeup. Did you report? Where are the police reports, for Christ's sakes? All of a sudden, you're coming out to say, "Nye, nye, nye, nye." Where are the reports
So you
that
don't
she
believe
was on?
that what are the
I don't
allegations are
believe
real?
in one bit. Stella could be
Eh.
so many things, but I don't see Stella
You
doing that
don't
to a
know
little
her.
child.
Come,
You
no, no,
don't
no.
know.
You,
You
you
don't
don't.
know
No,
her
no.
too.
Don't go
I'm
that
not
route.
saying,
No, no. You don't know her. You cannot
I don't
defend
know her
people without
personally.
knowing.
I'm
Even
also
if
not
you know
even
them, you
defending
don't
her.
live with
I'm
them.
just saying
No.
that both of them, whatever that they're going through, they
If,
deserve it.
if Daniel said that she was abusive to the child, I'm not going to say that it's not true. He's making it up. No, I won't. But you know why?
Okay,
Because
yeah,
that's the mistake
yeah,
we make.
yeah.
If it was a
Mhm.
woman that said that about her ex-husband, we'll believe instantly. That is
No,
true.
even I look at I'm not quick to say, oh yeah, because it's coming from a woman, it's true. Honestly, I try to
Mm.
look at the trajectory of things that have been happening to say, oh, is this person somebody that really speak the truth? Kind
Most
of
of them
thing.
don't
Or
speak the
this
truth.
person that
They
will
don't speak the
really,
truth. They don't
mm,
speak the truth. So I cannot even
mm.
take side with Stella. I don't
Neither am
believe
I. I'm just
everything she
analyzing
said.
it from
No, no, no. It seems like you're taking
yeah.
side that what Daniel is saying is lies. That Stella did not do what he's accusing her of doing to the son, and that she didn't post this thing. But somebody here in the comment section is confirming that she did post it but deleted it immediately. Let me tell you something. There are some blogs that they are waiting. The minute, even if you post it for 5 seconds, they would have screenshotted it. Even
That's
if
what
you
I'm telling you now. So if she did post that, all those blogs, there are blogs that their eyes are on everything. Before you even delete, they've already captured it. So why
yeah,
is it not anywhere else? That's my
yeah.
question. Why is it not anywhere else? If she did posted that thing,
Mhm.
why is it not anywhere else?
Black Diamond, I'm hearing you, my dear. Black Diamond say if she could elope with someone's husband, a friend for that matter, and then take away their only child. Sorry, she's capable of anything. Thank you, Jare. I believe so. I'm with you,
So,
Black Diamond.
I'm just thinking, here's where I'm looking at it from. Like for you,
Okay.
for you to be able to abuse a child, you must
It's
come
normal
from the
beating
pit
that will
of
beat you.
hell.
It's not. I don't
I
think.
have no problem with you. Some people might want to, be stupid or selfish and want to take somebody's husband or whatever, whatever. But to now make that child come live with you because the man obviously said, I can't live without my child. I
If
need
it
my
was
child.
the
Then you
person,
bring him along.
see, Stella
And
is
then
not.
you start to shit the
No,
child.
she's not. See, let me tell you something.
Well, I
As a
don't know. Maybe I'm
woman,
naive in that aspect.
no, but please, you
Yeah.
are a woman. Do you have kids?
I do. I have a
Yeah.
son. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a son. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a woman that has been through the rigors, you've been
Mm-hmm.
through it. You don't even need to go through it for you to understand
To
how
understand it
painful it is.
exactly.
So if she was someone that has any humanity towards her,
Mhm.
that woman called Doris, she will not allow
Yeah.
Daniel to take that boy. She will
That's
say,
what
no,
that
leave this
was why
boy.
I started with that foundation that I laid, that for her to have
But
even
she
that
allowed
to
him
be
to take the
to
boy.
allow him to take somebody. But this is probably Daniel said, if I must or if we must be together, I have to bring my son. That kind
No,
of
I
thing,
will
that kind
say
of
no. If I
foolishness.
want to be together,
And then
leave the
you
boy
see,
with the
exactly,
mother.
she should have said no. That's why I said whatever that came to her, because people were saying, come, people were
That's not
counting
being
down on
heartless
the
like
marriage.
that.
They
You
said
take
that
somebody
marriage
else's
can never
child.
last.
No,
Because
that
Doris was
see
everywhere
any woman
crying
that
on
can do
social
that,
media.
any woman that
Mm,
can take a 3-year-old child from the
mhm.
mother, that person
Yeah.
has Satan in their hearts. So there's nothing you
Well,
want to
that's
tell me
true.
about Stella. I'm sorry.
That's true. That's true. No, no, I'm
They,
with you.
they can do their love, they can do their marriage. Why must you take the child? Why must you allow him?
That's crazy.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah, if you love someone,
Mm,
you're in a
yeah.
relationship or you are married to someone.
Hmm.
As a woman, you can guide, you
Yeah.
can give advice. Tell him, say,
Yes.
Daniel, I love you. I have 2 kids, so maybe we'll try for children, but I don't think it's right for you to take this boy away because now this woman Doris is losing her marriage. Nigeria is very
Yes.
good
I'm
at
losing her
for
child as
women
well.
that their marriages
Hmm.
end. Whether it's your fault or not, it doesn't matter. They will blame
Hmm.
you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Please don't take this boy away. This will be her
Yes.
comfort. Leave this boy with the mother. But she didn't do any of that. She allowed him
She
to take the
didn't.
for them
Yeah.
to come and do their blended Oshi family. No, 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 no. So that tells me the kind of heart she has.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Let's look at that. Yeah. She's got a
you could
wicked
have
heart because
convinced
for
him.
you to
He was in
you could
love.
have
You could
said
have
no.
convinced
You
him.
could have said, leave her with
Allow him to
leave the
grow.
child with her, and then
Yes,
come with me. We
yes,
can
yeah.
try, but I
Let
didn't
the
think
child
she was
grow.
ready to have
When the
another
child is
child
like
anyway.
when the child is like 15, 16, or even yeah, you can take him.
Mm-hmm.
But for now,
Mm-hmm.
leave him with the mother. Instead,
Mm-hmm.
the guy is
Mm-hmm.
saying, we are not enemies. Me with the mother, we are not enemies. At least we talk about the child. You want to raise a child that
Uh-huh.
is not yours.
Now that really annoyed me. That part of the interview really annoyed me, honestly. And
Yeah.
again, poor Doris has just been mute. She doesn't want to get involved in any of this nonsense anymore. Who even knows? Why is he even still carrying the child around? Why is Doris not the primary caregiver?
I don't think he'll release that child to Doris tomorrow. The boy should be an adult now. That's the only child. So imagine the
Insane.
trauma. Just see what Danny has put that boy through. From his mother to his second marriage to his third marriage. Now dragging this boy across different women. See what he
Mhm.
put that boy through.
See what
Just see
Bimba
what
say, okay,
police
you
talk.
did it.
This is
Bimba said maybe she did agree, but Daniel, I don't know why I don't like that. Honestly, what he did to the Doris, that's why I'm putting all the blame on him because why
that is
he's the wicked
both
person
of
by even
them.
carrying that child.
Mm.
Because he could have, maybe Stella could have said, no, 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 that's, and then he said, no, I must bring him,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. And then again,
yeah.
like you said, she should have stood her ground to say, on no account would I allow you to bring this child over. If we must be together, let the
He
child
just
remain with the
used the
mother. The mother
power
is
he
still
had.
alive.
He has his power. He used it. That's justice. Thank you,
My
for your
dear,
contributions, my dear. I
thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much,
Yeah,
darling. Take care.
yes, yeah. Toby said, Auntie B, remember Daniel said he took the child from Doris because she was neglecting him, leaving him under the care, on taking care of, or was that? On taking care of while going out. And so he took care of him very well now that he took him, Abby. The mother was not taking care of him. Has he taken care of him now? Why did he have to run from Stella then? Why is the boy using makeup to cover bruises? He's taking care of him now, Abby. I beg. That one a story, Jare. He would say something to make himself justify because he knew a lot of people were very, very hurt by that action of taking the boy away from Doris. So he was just saying that to justify the reason why he took him. Daniel was just saying that because he wanted to look good. He's his son. Yeah, he has the right to take him, but come on, consider it. Was it right at that age? Children need their mothers. They do need their mothers. Those nurturing formative years, they need their mothers. Men cannot nurture like women. It's not possible. No matter how good you are as a father, there is an aspect of nurturing that you will never have that mothers have. That's just the truth. Honey babe, welcome, my darling. How are you?
I'm fine, Auntie B. How are you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, my dear.
I don't even know what to say, really. Karma is there. I mean, I said this in another show regarding this type of subject. And for me personally, I do believe that he didn't say anything because he possibly, even though he's a narcissist and etc., he probably wants to just lay low and do what he has to do. I do believe that Stella personally needs to stop talking. The post was there. Mama Five has said that she witnessed it on her post. And for us to defend this lady, I don't understand how you can defend someone that is a party to your partner taking a child from his mother. Auntie B, you know my story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, regarding my youngest child. So for anyone to justify that, I don't understand it. Because me personally, is that as much as you're doing your baby girl love, a child should be with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in terms of the gentleman, when you're coming online, yeah, people always want to set their narrative. So I do believe that if a child, I do believe that in terms of the accusations, it could be true. Remember, Auntie B, in terms of children, when there's an allegation, you always believe the child. You don't dismiss it, even if it could be a case where it may not be true. Now, Stella, to me, is a nasty piece of work, because as a mother and what I'm going through with my own child, how would you as a woman be party to someone taking their child from another woman and think that it's okay? And even if there is this thing of she didn't want to, you could have said something else. You could have said, no, I don't want it to be a party of that. So I think for me, they're both as bad as each other, and both of them are using media to basically set the narrative.
Yeah.
I personally think that even the interview she did a year ago, she did not have to go on it. I've been divorced over 10 years. And like I said, I've come to a place of healing that, yes, I'm going through what I'm going through, but I've said to you many times, I will always see the positive, because he's the father of my child and he's a good dad with all the issues that I'm going through. But at the end of the day, if you haven't healed from your relationship, you have no business going online and saying what she said. Now, I personally do not believe she didn't know about the divorce. According to Mama Five and other stuff that's out there, they've been separated for a certain number of years. If that is the case, there's no way in this lifetime you don't know that a divorce is coming. So, like I said, I think people like to deceive people. That's what people do online, by setting a narrative. I didn't know. I mean, people viewed it. We're talking about it. So it's all about content. So I personally think that she's not being honest or taking accountability for a lot of things. She's not telling us the truth. But as I said, it's not for her to tell us. But I always believe that in terms of when you're coming on social media, people always put themselves in a good light. Very, very rarely will they say, I will, basically say, I'm accountable for this, I'm accountable for that, I hold my hands up for this and that. Very rarely. I think she's the type of woman that doesn't take accountability for the things she has done. And she's that type of person. Even the way that she was doing her mannerisms when she was talking about, oh, I heard it from YouTube. It shows someone that doesn't take accountability. So I'm not defending any of them. They both have issues and none of them have any business getting married. The gentleman involved, that's on his third marriage, and her. She needs to sit down and really look at herself and get the therapy that she needs. Because for you to be jumping from marriage to marriage to marriage, it shows that there's something empty in you. You haven't dealt with your issues. You obviously haven't found yourself. And I think they both have issues. And I think, for me, I think any advice to give them is to come off and stay off social media.
They should never, they should stay on social media, but should never get married again. That's the best advice. Stay away from marriage. Both of them should stay away from marriage.
And in
If
terms
Bella
of
will marry again, that will be her fourth one.
but
And we're
why
already
would you?
hearing rumors that Daniel's one is taking again, the third one.
I just don't understand that. And I think Auntie B, you've said it, that stop jumping from relationships and marriages from,
It's like they cannot stay by themselves. Must you marry?
I don't understand that by force. I've been divorced 10 years. I'm in a place where if I want to get married, I want to be the best possible and take accountability for the mistakes I made. I'm not jumping on my second or third. It doesn't make sense to me, because all you're doing is leaving a trail of damage. You've got Hamid, you messed up Doris. You now, Stella is another mess. You're now marrying this one. We don't know how long that was going to last. That's another casualty of war. How many people are you going to destroy in your pursuit of marriage? It doesn't even make any sense.
I think they like the idea of marriage, but they can't really do
Yeah,
the work.
I know.
You know, marriage is an idea. Some people have the idea. They just
Yeah,
have this ideal, oh,
yeah,
they paint
yeah,
it, but when they now enter, they now see that, it's like
yeah.
this. So you snore. I can't take it. I can't take it.
It's a
Somebody,
yeah. It's a
police said, Stella
mm.
and Daniel need a therapist and deliverance from their
They
personal
do.
demons.
That is, I mean, that's why I came. I think for me they definitely need therapy, because I don't understand how you're rocking between. I mean, she has been married 3 times. Are you rocking in life, literally going from marriage to marriage to marriage to marriage? It doesn't make any sense to me,
And
honestly.
I don't think she's even 50 yet.
Can you
So
imagine?
she still has a lot of men lined up. She's a fine girl
I
that
wish
want
her
to marry her.
well, yeah, I wish her the best of luck. And in terms
Mhm.
of the child in question, there's such thing as, and you know this, Auntie B, as emotional abuse. You now
Mhm.
drag a 2 or 1 year old to from his mother at the most crucial time. You understand? You now, at the end of the day, do this blended family. We don't know the emotional abuse or the emotional impact of being in that um
Living
marriage,
with strangers that he
with
doesn't know.
strangers, with step siblings that may not like him. I mean, there is such a thing as emotional abuse. You know this, being in the work that you're in, and people don't seem to understand that it's not even about the physical. If it's true, I personally think, I question mark it, but I'm always going to believe the child if it is the case. I think that if it is the case, and instead do go to the relevant authorities. I don't think he will, because I think there's more to it than meets the eye. I personally think that both of them should just sit down and just move on. He's married. I heard that he's got a child. But I think in these social media streets, there's some people that have no business having any type of social media, because you can see big grown adults that are supposedly in the public eye. They don't know how to handle themselves in social media spaces. So I think
Mhm.
there's a lot of people that have no business going on social media. If you can't control yourself, control your impulses, and handle your private businesses in private, then you have no business being on social media. I know that obviously it helps us because we're talking about it. It helps me to pass my day in between my business. Don't get me wrong. But seriously, in all essence, there's a lot of people that should come off social media and just deal with their issues in private. And this
Thank
couple is
you.
a prime example of the immaturity of the two of them.
Thank you very much, honey babe. I appreciate you.
No
Well
problem, Auntie.
spoken. Very well spoken. Yes. But
Thank
I,
you.
I, I
Mhm.
doubt. I
Well,
seriously
it's up
doubt.
to them. It's
And
up to them.
they are not living. They are not living any social media. I doubt if they are going to leave any social media. Stella recently came into a huge amount of money that her first husband left her. So the more reason why she should be on social media. Yeah, I won't say they should. I mean, people will do what they want to do, but marriage is definitely not for both of them. They don't have the patience for it. They don't have the grace, the resilience. It's not, oh, I love you, I love you. Marriage is not, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you is dating, and sometimes it's not. Marriage is real, man. Real stuff, real life, dealing with you every day. Eh? So I don't know. Obviously, she didn't want to be in America. That's what I'm hearing from what he said is right. What Daniel is saying about what she was yelling at him and say, "I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here." She had a thriving career in Nigeria. Yeah, she had a career in Nigeria, but had to leave. When people pack up and leave their very successful careers and think that if you go abroad, that you're just going to hack it, I just laugh. Who no go, no, no. But when you go, no, you go collect. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. What do you think about the situation? Do you think this is a question of karma? Is Daniel speaking out now because men take their time to process their pain, or men don't speak on time? You know, what exactly do you think this is? Why are they resurrecting this now? So let me read what Daniel may have been referring to, that triggered him coming online, that Mom of Five was telling us. this person is quoting that Stella wrote and said, after the death of my first husband, I was still mourning, but the world chose to misunderstand me. I cried for so long, but eventually I decided to give love another chance. My second husband had also gone through a divorce with his first wife. We bonded over our shared pain and hopes for a better future. I left everything I was doing in Nigeria, my career, my life, and took my kid to be with him. We moved abroad and started a new life together. We were together for 9 years. Then one day he woke up and said he was traveling to another city. I didn't suspect anything. Only for me to go online and see divorce papers. He didn't even have the decency to talk to me about it. He had already signed them and sent someone to give me the papers to sign. That's how I found out. You see why Daniel is talking? If she actually wrote this, then that's not the situation. Because she wrote to him from the email that we saw that she was going to send him the divorce papers. So this narrative is completely flawed. Then the writer said, later I discovered it was because he has found another woman, someone he went on to marry. But life turned around. And that woman eventually showed him her true colors. He started doing all the cooking and cleaning himself. People accuse me of snatching someone else's husband, but that's not true. He told me they were already divorced when we got together. Marriage Matters, Divorcing, Trending Post, Stella Damasus. Signed. So this person posted this, but I can't see it on Stella's page. So if nothing is true about that, the narrative that Stella had continuously shared about how she found out about that marriage is not true. Yeah. UC Speak says, I don't believe that Stella wrote it. It's possible she didn't write it. You know, some people, social media these days, people can write all sorts. Nelly Grace says, Stella is at least 50 years old, although she claims to be 47. And you know this how? You were there when she was born? How do you know? Nelly Grace, you really don't like her. He said she cheated on Jaya about it. That was public knowledge. Somebody was saying something earlier on that the in-laws don't like her. Because Jaya was a twin. I think so. The sister-in-law never liked her. I don't know. I didn't really know much about her. I just know that, that the guy was very big, the tall, huge guy she married. She was very young and small and young, small, beautiful young lady. Yeah, physically that guy was so much more bigger than her. But love is love, right? And I think they had money in their family. Her body rings, they had money, so that can be a contributing factor. Even though the guy, even if you know fine, no matter, money talks. Yeah. Rebecca said, I heard she cheated. Yeah. Yeah, Gravita said, but this is half of what she said in Teju's babyface interview. Yeah, so whether she wrote it or not is another thing we are not sure of. Lanrain Zeribe was her second husband. Yeah. She said that they bonded over their pain and broken hearts. Yeah. Never ever make a permanent decision based on a temporary feeling. That was temporary. The feeling of loss and bereavement because she had lost her husband was temporary. How are you going to get married when you are feeling lost and broken because your husband passed away? That's not the time to get married. Chinye said there is a possibility that she probably started the divorce process, was reaching out to Daniel, but Daniel didn't respond then. He could have done his own thing and she found out. Anything is possible, my dear. Anything is possible. Honestly. Yeah. If they don't bring it to social media, we don't talk about it. It's because it's on social media. So if it's on social media, yeah, it's going to be dissected. It's all on the blogs. It's not any secrets. So if you want to come and throw, you go collect, you go chop blocking. Koshi danu. Kori buruku edanu. We go dash you blocking. You go block your generation. We go send you to exile, Sambisa Forest. Oh, Mary Cripps said Daniel might be speaking out now because he's contemplating leaving his new marriage and feels it's better clear the existing backbone. Lobaton. Chineke na God. Daniel must not leave that marriage. I'm so passive and we are going to nail his ass in that marriage. He must not leave. Oh, the street is not safe with Daniel in it. Oh my Jesus. Gigi said, I think it's presumptuous to call anyone a liar, particularly if we don't have any close contact with them. We're just seeing their lives out in public. I believe they are two broken masses or messed up people. Yeah. Okay. Messed up people. Yeah. Broken. Yeah. People will always have their opinion. Nelly Grace said, I like Stella. But I don't like Stella because of what she did to Doris. She did her dirty because Doris is quiet. Uncle Beno, Daniel. Toby and Tribe said, if this was a fake post, it means Daniel reacted to a fake post. Will he be apologizing? Toby, if you ask me who I go ask, I don't know. I have no idea. We only run with what we see. We only run with what we see. Anyway, we're just going to leave it here today. All I can say in all this is that there are so many lessons from these two people's experience. Negative as it seems, it's always better for you to learn from other people's experience. Don't make a permanent decision based on a temporary feeling. Love is not enough. It's another good thing to know. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that your marriage is going to be good. There are so many other things. I think the foundation of their marriage was very, very wrong. It started off on the pain of another woman. Have you heard that? When the Americans say any home that is built on another woman's tears is not going to stand. Yeah, that's typically what happened to these people. The foundation was completely wrong, and we all know that any marriage that the foundation is wrong, it's very, very likely that it will not work. Lima said, truth is, people like Daniel and Stella have no business with marriage except when totally healed from whatever demon they are fighting. I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. That's what I'm saying. Daniel must not leave that new wife. Oh, Kojo Kosibe. Daniel, stay there. Do we know where the son is now? I know that Doris is in America. Has they released the son to the mother? Or does he still have custody? Are they sharing custody? That boy himself will need therapy, honestly. Because what he's been through in his young life due to the mistake of his parents, and especially his father. Oh my God. He didn't even think about the well-being of the son. Jumping from marriage to marriage. Oh God. Yeah. It is well, oh. Thank you very much, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up, and I shall see you in my next one. Yeah, marriage is not for everybody. It's okay not to marry. It's okay. It's okay. It's not everybody that will marry. It's okay. Marriage is not for some people. Obviously, Daniel has shown us now, but marriage is not for him. Uncle, rest. Rest, oh, rest in Jesus' name. Rest. Leave marriage alone. It's all right. Not everybody will marry. And if you marry, it's not working. You tried 1, 2, 3 times. You don't need any wooly to tell you to rest. Thank you, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys. And I shall see you in my next one. Have a good evening. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.